Nibbi 24, PE 24. We're gonna throw it in, guys. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get it without taking my whole side fairing off, or my fairings, whatever, because I really don't feel like doing that. Decided to take my dadgum fairing off. So I guess there's not really a video on YouTube to show you how to do it for these Hellcats. I mean, if there is, I really haven't found one. But so of course you want to pop your seat off. That's gonna be the first thing, and then you got one screw here. You got another screw here. Let's see here. What we'll pop this little screw out here, and then I know that there's a few, you can't see them, but there's a few little screws back behind, back behind here. I think there's one here, and I don't know, there's 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, just taking a few screws off, and I found out it's pretty daggum easy. But there's a screw back here too, that one right there. And then you pop this little center cap off here. You got to unscrew that, and then there's a screw right in that little hole there. You just pop that off, and then there's a couple more back behind here that I got to get, and yeah, should come right off. Well, the fairing is off. Fairing is off. So you don't have to do them little screws there. See that one, that one, that one. You don't have to take those off. You see these 2 screws here? You got one there, and then you got one there. Basically just take those off, take those other screws off that I mentioned on the back side, and then that one inside that hole there, couple on there around, and then those little 2 right there, and then boom, that whole thing will fall off. And now we got some room to work. Got some room to work. But anyway, so I see this thing here, and I had to take this fairing off because I have this bolt there. That one right in there with the 7 on it, Z on it, whatever. So yeah, I guess we'll start there, and then we'll start unhooking everything that goes to the air box there. Same thing with this side, guys. You got 5 screws, pretty much in the same exact spot that I told you. You got one under there, like goes in there. Then you have one right there, one right there, and then you got 2 in the front, just like that last one. I guess I kind of will tell you where we're gonna start. So I'm gonna just kind of take that screw out of there. I'm gonna take that air hose looking thing off here. Then I'm gonna take that one off, a little bolt there, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, and yeah, we'll go from there. Nothing to it. Alright, so next thing, we got a few little hoses attached. We got one right there attached to the intake manifold thing there. We got another little hose attached there, and then we'll take the needle thing out there, unscrew that, pull that off. We'll probably go ahead and take everything else off first and get the intake removed, and that way we'll have a little more room. But yeah, coming along. So that's done. No problem. Kind of self-explanatory, you just kind of take each little individual thing off as you go. A couple hoses. You got the throttle cable in there and the carb. Nothing to it. You guys can do it. Anyway, we got this intake manifold here. It's a 25 millimeter. You don't really want to, if you're going with a 24 millimeter carb, you don't really want to use the stock intake manifolds. I think that's like a 22 millimeter. Let's take a look at it. Let's kind of measure them up. So I believe this is a 22 millimeter. The stock one is. And so, of course, you can easily tell the difference in the hole size. This is the stock one. And then that's the one I ordered off of Amazon, which is a 25 millimeter. I think it'll match up perfectly with my 24 millimeter carb. I think I'll have to maybe rejet the carb. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we got the intake manifold on there. I had this little spacer piece here. I went ahead and put it there. I don't know if it'll work good for now, but my bolts were too long. I needed to cut them down or go get some new ones. It's dark time, so really don't have time for that. So I was just trying to throw some shit together and get it to work. But anyway, we got the carb here, and let's check it out. Let's check it out. See what it comes with. It comes with a little air filter here. Little air filter. Then we got the carb itself. The carb comes with a few stickers from Nibbi. Little instruction manual deal thing there. Yeah. Okay. See what it comes with here in the box. Got a little fuel filter. Little fuel filter there. Okay, got the carb. It's pretty decently packaged here. Pretty nicely packaged. Comes with a few jets. Comes with a few jets there. Okay. Come with a gasket and a little adapter piece there, or whatever. A few bolts. Okay. Okay, and here's for the carb. Let's check it out, see what it looks like. Okay, Nibbi carb. It's pretty decently, looks pretty daggum nice, to be honest with you. One reason why I went with it. Pretty good looking carb. I got the one with the little flange already on it. Okay. So that looks nice. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll get her bolted up right here. Hopefully it'll fit and not hit. Yep, fits perfect. Fits perfect. Okay, carb is on, nothing to it. This thing right here, I may get like some kind of little adapter here so I can like change the direction of this carb, because it's kind of in the way of my fork. The air filter deal is kind of in the way of my fork. I mean, it ain't really that big of a deal, but I just really kind of don't think that's cool. Alright guys, so this is your throttle cable thing. What you want to do is, now you want to put this little deal right through that hole, run it all the way up. Up in there like that. Run it all the way up in there like that. And once you have it all the way, you'll know, because it can't go any further. This thing right here won't go any further up. Okay, you got that like that. Then what you want to do is then on this Nibbi carb deal, you have this plastic piece that goes in there like that, so you don't want to forget that. Don't want to forget that little plastic piece. So you want to go ahead and run. You want to go ahead and run that up there like that. Then you want to take your plastic piece, put it in there. Okay. Take your plastic piece like that. Okay, and you kind of want to crank it up like this. Okay. Crank it up like that. Then, I don't know if y'all can see that hole focus in there, but there's like a little hole right there. All right, let me see if I can get it to focus without breaking nothing. Okay. A little hole in there. A little hole right in there. You see that? You see that? Okay, you want to take that little cable, set it right in there like that. Okay, you want to make sure your plastic washer deal in there goes down right. Okay, we're in there now. We're in there now, just like that. Okay, just like that. And then you want to make sure that this thing goes down in the right spot. You got this one here, and it slides in a groove. Then you got that other one over here on the back side, and it slides in another little groove closer to the bottom. And when I took this carb off, perfectly in there like this. See, I found the groove. I'm in the groove now. I'm in the groove. Just like that. Just like that. Ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Alright, so we got this far. I went ahead and rerouted this fuel shutoff valve here from the other side. I ran it through here and then mounted it up there. But okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this, like this little, there's this little bitty plastic canister here. It's like the emissions air box or something like that. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and take that off and see where we're at next. Alright, so we got that little canister off thing. I just kind of snipped the lines there. Didn't really feel like getting some pliers in there and taking all that shit off, so just kind of snipped the lines there. Came with that line there. And so this one here, I'm not really sure. I mean, it runs down and like runs into the motor somewhere, but anyway, I just kind of blocked it off like that. Put a little zip tie. Same thing with this EPA thing here. You see that there? I kind of just blocked it off there. I'm not 100% certain that that's what you should do, but I'm pretty sure that's what you should do. But I'm gonna kind of ask some guys and get their opinion on it. So don't take my word 100% on that. I'm sure there might be a better idea, but I'll find that out. Yeah, so I think she's done. I think she's done. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put the plastics on. It's a little bit late tonight, so we'll fire it up in the morning and see what we got. All right, guys, so we got the Nibbi carburetor already installed. Looking good. She looks real good. Got the black matching the motor, all that good stuff. Anyway, so I got it installed. I did turn it on last night when I was tinkering with it, and I'll kind of show you guys what it does. But what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to adjust the, I guess it's the air fuel mixture screw on the actual carb and get it kind of dialed in. And then if I need to, I'll change out the jets. It is a 24 millimeter, and they say the 22 millimeters out of the box are a little bit better as far as plugging and playing. But I wanted the 24. I just wanted something a little bigger. Yeah, I can mess with it and get it dialed in, which that's kind of the fun part about it. But anyway, just to me. But I'll kind of show you guys what it does. This is straight out of the box. So we'll go ahead and choke it all the way up. Okay. She starts right up. I mean, she sounds good. She sounds good. All right, so she is warmed up a little bit. I got the choke down. When the choke is up and you give her a little throttle, man, she sounds pretty daggum good. But when I put the choke down, she's a little warm. She wants to kind of fall on her face a little bit. You see that? I mean, barely pulled the throttle back and she fell on her face. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of mess with that the air fuel mixture screw down there at the bottom. We'll probably mess with the idle a little bit, but we're going to save that for the next video. But yeah, guys, hey, if you found that the carb install helpful, man, go ahead and mash that subscribe button. I'm trying to get all I can get on there, man. Help your brother out. Anyway, hey, thank y'all for watching, and like always, man, we'll see you on the next one.